Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum and Donald Trump butt heads in headlines this week, right? And everybody's like, oh, Claudia's such a fucking asshole. She won't let Central and South American migrants be deported into Mexico. And how horrible, how horrible. There's a whole history behind that. For starters, a few points though. Point number one is Donald Trump is trying to deport everybody on military planes. And given the fact that the last few years, the Trump administration and all their little fucking hooligans who've been running around talking about how they want to invade Mexico and military operations in Mexico, Claudia was like, fuck no, not only are you guys not deporting everybody into Mexico, but you're definitely not doing it in military planes flying over Mexican airspace. They want to use military planes because you can fit more deportees into a military plane than you can onto a commercial flight, and it's cheaper, but they're less fuel efficient. So even if they wanted to go all the way down to Central and South America, they still have to make pit stops in Mexico to refuel, I'm sure. So that's not fucking happening. So that's number one. That's the first point. Second point is, before we continue on with the migrants, I want to tell you guys about what the Mexican deportees are going to get once they get into Mexico and how Mexico's preparing to receive all of them. So the Mexican deportees, when they get back to Mexico and they get dumped on the other side of the border, say TJ, Juarez, anywhere else, all along the border, there's a ton of shelters. There's shelters that are ready to house thousands and process thousands of deportees. They're going to get a small stipend and they're going to get transport to their hometowns back there. Once they get to their hometowns, they get full access to all the social programs that we've been talking about in all our videos, whether it be the agriculture, farming ones, which, we haven't done a video on, and also the benefits from the medical treatments. They are going to get benefits from the jobs programs. They're going to get pensions. There's already like thousands of jobs in every state that's waiting for the deportees to come in, because the deportees, for years of being migrants in the US, the migrants in the US are seen in Mexico by this administration and the previous administration as national heroes. They've been sending so much money back that they are the ones that during all these corrupt administrations have been able to keep our families afloat. So the bare minimum that we could do is try and give them a good homecoming when they are forced to come back, and try to give them access to as many of the resources as we have available for them. So that's that part. The second part is,